Welcome to today's bonus episode. Surprise, surprise. We have something fun for you today. We are playing a game and we are having trivia and cocktails. Stay tuned.
Hey readers, are you trying to read more books by Black authors, or have you been doing this? Either way, check out supportblackauthors.com to stay up to date on what's going on in the Black bookish world. We just recently released a trivia game to test out your knowledge of Black authors and have planners designed just for book bloggers. Head on over to supportblackauthors.com and use code SHELF for $3 off and free shipping. Happy reading!
Hey everybody, this is your host, Tamara Ford. And we are doing something different today. We are going to have a fun game night. It's a few ladies. We have our cocktails. We have our game brought to you by Support Black Authors. This is a sponsored episode, and we had a great time collaborating with Support Black Authors. So if you think this game sounds fun and you're about it and you want it, head on over there and pick it up. Use my discount code SHELF and you will get $3 off and free shipping. Check it out. Without further ado, let's have some fun. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's bonus episode. We are playing the card trivia game, Support Black Authors. This game is one of the Shelf Edition sponsors for this month, and we are going to have a blast playing it tonight, and I have some special guests here to play along with me. Joining me are Buddy Reed co-host Classy. Welcome, Classy.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Tamara.
Hey. 3 Bloggers, 1 Series co-host Casey. Welcome, Casey.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yay. And special guest Lexy. She is the Sacramento chapter leader for friend of the show, Mocha Girls Read. So welcome, Lexy.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I got my drink.
Yay. Okay, so since we're all drinking, I thought it would be fun to start with what we're drinking. And you guys grab your drinks too so you can have some fun with us. Lexy, why don't you start and tell us what you're drinking since you're new here?
Hi, I'm Lexy. I'm in Sacramento, and this is, let's see it, a Moscow Mule, made with Kettle One and one of those cheat things you put in to make the mix for you.
Oh, I was about to say, you fancy? You made that from scratch?
Scratch.
Yes. Classy, what are you drinking?
Yeah, drinking something similar, but I'm not sure. Mine is vodka and I like Moscow Mule. It's a little lighter because I think Moscow Mule has ginger beer. Am I right?
Yes.
What were your ingredients again? You kind of faded there.
Ginger ale and vodka. So I don't think it's like officially a Moscow Mule. A little light.
Okay. What about you, Casey? What you have over there?
So, because the weather finally started getting cold, I'm missing summer, and I made my version of a pink lady, which is just rum and pink lemonade mixed together.
Oh, that sounds good.
Ooh.
It's so good. I love it. I'm just going to chug it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and I have my Old Faithful, which is vodka with diet tonic and lime, fresh lime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good. It's my go-to, and it's low-cal, tastes great, and gives me a buzz. All the things you need to keep drinking all evening.
Basically.
All right, cool. All right, so basically, right.
Yeah.
So, we're all adults here, so we do curse a little bit. You might catch me cursing, Lexy, so hopefully that doesn't bother you.
No, I might just join in on that.
Okay, good. Because, me and Casey, we have potty mouths sometimes, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I know Casey's favorite word.
What is it? Say it, Classy. I dare you.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes, it is. Yep.
That's her favorite word outside. Right. Outside of Friday, that's probably her favorite F word, right?
I think I prefer it over Friday, if I'm being honest.
It says so much. That one word says so much.
It does. It's so versatile. It covers everything.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get into this game. I think it's going to be good fun. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask questions. They're multiple choice questions. And the first to shout your name gets the answer. And if you get the question right, then you get a point. If you get it wrong, we'll continue to the next person and they'll get the point. Right. And so I just pulled a bunch of these and we're just going to go for it. And when we get tired of playing, we get tired of playing. And guess what? You get to have bragging rights. That's what you win.
Right. I'll take it.
Yay.
And because this is on the internet, you have those bragging rights forever.
Even better.
Yeah. Until the next time we play, if we choose to. All right. So full disclosure, guys, we all did get a copy of the deck for our game time enjoyment. So we all have the deck, and I encourage you to pick up the deck too, especially if you think you'll have fun with it with your bookish friends. So fun times. All right, let's get going. I have my little timer here because, I'll be paying attention to the time. So I have to have something here to help guide me. So we'll do let's do a test question. So we can just test it out. And look at me, I'm reading them, trying to pick the best one. See, that is wrong. That's not what I should be doing.
That is not
okay.
I'll just...
No, I know. I'm already sitting up here trying to do something different. Okay. All right. But this author has had 4 of her books brought to the screen, and Angela Bassett starred in 2 of them. Is it A, Toni Morrison?
Classy.
B. Okay, Classy, what's the answer?
Yeah, Terry McMillan.
Yes, you are correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Yay!
Yes, and we all know Waiting to Exhale. And we all know when she set the car on fire.
The best part.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a good one. All right. I didn't even think you would guess it that fast, but I guess so.
As soon as you said Angela Bassett, an author.
She said that's rap.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. That we got the warm up out the way. What year was Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston published? A, 1937, B, 1938, C, 1939, or D, 1940?
Lexy.
Okay, Lexy, what's your guess?
D, 1940?
Anybody else want to take a guess? Classy, what's your guess?
I think A was 1937, but I wasn't sure.
You are right.
Yay!
You're right.
Classy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Classy, one for the win. And I had no clue this book was that old. I just remember reading it like in middle school, but I don't think I ever remember looking at like when it was published.
Me either. That's what
I think I only know the answer because I've read it a couple of times, so it might just be stuck with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Name the oldest Black imprint in traditional publishing that was acquired by HarperCollins in 1999. A, Riverhead. B, Amistad. C, Little Brown. Or D, Abacus.
Ooh.
Do, 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 do,
Don't even smoke my alcoholic beverage.
Classy.
Okay, what is it, Classy?
Amistad? I don't know which letter it was, though.
Yeah, B, Amistad is correct.
Give us our free. Give us our free. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
From the boat.
I would have picked that just because it was a recognizable, thing that is, Black. Because I'm like, I don't know about Riverhead.
Right.
That's not Black.
No,
I don't think
not
so.
like the
No.
oldest. And Little Brown was just too obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's mixed race now, isn't it? It's not just a Black imprint.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it is. And then Abacus, I've never heard of that one.
No, I haven't either.
No.
Okay, man. Classy is up by 2. Y'all got to catch her. Y'all got to catch her.
Oh,
okay. The next question is, what is the title of Barack Obama's memoir? A, Becoming. B, Dreams from My Father. C, The Audacity of Hope. D. Lexy, what is it?
The Audacity of Hope.
Actually.
Oh my God.
Casey.
Okay, Casey, what is it?
It's B. Dreams from My Father. Hope
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Casey, you are correct.
Yay!
And when I first saw this, I was like, oh no, I don't think I know the title of his book. Shame on me.
Well, I knew Becoming was Michelle's.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's out.
Yeah. All right. Next question. This book club holds an annual festival to celebrate Black women readers and writers that seek to initiate meaningful conversations within the literary arts. A, well-read Black girl. B, BookCon. C, Book Girl Magic. Or D, Y'all Fest.
Casey.
Casey, what is it?
Is it C?
Incorrect.
Oh. What was C?
C was Book Girl Magic.
Classy.
Classy, what do you got?
Well-read Black girl or well-read?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I do follow her on Instagram, but I didn't know she had a annual festival.
Yes, she does. Because I think her last one she did either on a cruise or it was I think it was on a cruise. And I think she did that too because she put out a book. So I think that was like her debut, whatever they do, party.
So she wrote a book?
Called Well-Read Black Girl. And it's like a compilation from different authors who talked about stories they've read or why they wrote certain books. So I think she had everything from Jasmine Ward in there, Gabby Sibiday, some other authors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Her book, by the way, was really good. Gabby Sidibay's book was really good.
Oh, okay.
It shocked me. I didn't know if I would like it, but I was surprised I really liked it.
That is on a TBR. Maybe I'll move it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. Under the pen name Selena Montgomery, this politician is the award-winning author of several romantic suspense novels. Casey, what is the answer?
Is it Stacey Abrams?
It is Stacey Abrams. Yeah.
And I have her book right behind me.
Our
political book.
Our romance guru would get it
from the outside.
Yes. You got it.
Okay.
Good job.
That book has been on my TBR since No Lie. It's been on my TBR since December. My sister has been trying to get me to read that with her. And every time I think I have a minute to slide it in, something else comes up. I'm like, I need to get to it.
I've only read the first chapter, but it was really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
So go read it. First F-bomb.
Okay.
Go read the book.
Have you guys read any of Selena Montgomery's books? Any of them?
No, I have not.
I haven't.
But I am writing it down now. The book you showed, Casey, was that her memoir?
Yes. It's called Lead from the Outside.
Okay.
And it's about her life in politics.
Okay.
I'm trying to do this so you can see it. Yes, Stacey Abrams.
Okay. And Selena Montgomery.
I think I'm going to read the fiction, though. I'm going to read the romance and see how it goes. I can't remember which one I marked to read, but we shall see. All right. Next question. In what year was Gloria Naylor's The Women of Brewster Place adapted as a television miniseries? A, 1988. B, 1989. C, 1990. Or D, 1991.
Classy.
Classy. What do you think, Classy?
The earliest, which I think is 88.
Lexy,
Lexy, what do you think?
C90.
One more try.
Casey,
Casey?
I'll try 1991. D.
It was B, 1989.
Wow.
So
Gosh.
I knew it was the 80s, though.
Right.
I just didn't know.
Yeah, I was pregnant in
Yeah.
89. Wasn't thinking too much about Brewster Place.
I mean, honestly, I was too young to watch that.
Oh, God, here we go.
You know, when it first came out. Oh, but I know I watched it later and I knew it was in the 80s.
Did she say she was too young? Okay.
I was. You could.
She
You
did.
couldn't let a 10-year-old watch that.
Did you see how she did that, Lexy?
I did.
Casey, I know you're young too, but yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
Dude, I'm not that young. I just gave away my age to anyone that can count.
Guess I need to drink now since she just didn't bust me out here. Cheers, Casey.
The senior member.
Okay, we all need a drink. Let's drink.
Right. Because I'm on the AARP bus over here. Let me.
Girl, get out of here. No. Okay, so this one should be fun. All right, next question. Which novel did N.K. Jemisin not win a Hugo Award for? Not win a Hugo Award for. A, The Fifth Season. B, The Obelisk Gate. C, The Stone Sky. D, The 100,000 Kingdoms.
I'm so good at getting them wrong that I don't want to answer.
I'll take a guess.
Honestly, just take a guess. It's something that it's not a popular one or something that you probably haven't heard before.
Classy.
Take a guess. Classy, go ahead.
100, whatever.
The 100,000 Kingdoms. Okay. That is correct. Okay. I never heard of that book.
I'm like, I don't think that's in the series from the 5th season, so I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe she didn't even write that. Maybe that's not even her book. I don't even know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Or maybe it was like her first book.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll have to look.
Don't give me the lie. I do not know.
We'll have to look.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Who was the first African-American author of a book of poetry? A, Sojourner Truth. B, Crispus Attucks. C, Phyllis Wheatley.
Classy.
D, Classy. What is the answer?
Phyllis Wheatley.
Yes, you are right. You know all the answers, Classy.
Yes, round of applause.
I would say she's cheating, but she's really well read.
I'm going to have to bow down to you, Classy. You got all the answers.
That's right. Beyonce up in this bitch. Bow down.
Yes. Yes, when it comes to black lit, girl. Yes. You better do it.
Bow down. No, and you know what? I was just listening in retrospect. I was just listening to Stamped by Jason Reynolds, who basically did a middle-aged book for, I don't think he called it Stamped, but by Zende Abraham or something. It's like how to be, it's like anti-racism. And he talks about Phyllis Wheatley in that book, even though I kind of knew before, because I kind of did like a African-American month theme at work for literature. So I know a little, just a little.
Okay. Okay.
But Phyllis was, that was good though.
Was it?
She was.
Okay.
She was adopted by a white family who raised her. And she was like one of the first Black women, I think, to attend Harvard. So she was like a study in the Black mind and, how they thought we were not that intelligent. And then they tried to use the thing of, she was only smart because she was raised by a white family. So she's a very interesting, she's a very interesting lady.
I'm interested in that, actually. All right. Next question. What college did Oprah Winfrey attend? A, Fisk. B, Tennessee State.
Classy.
C, Classy.
Tennessee State.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Do not apologize for your intelligence and knowledge.
Okay.
I know.
Ever.
Yes, exactly. Do not apologize.
That's right.
I feel like
I'm just kidding.
Look, I feel like I knew that because my sister went to Tennessee State.
And
so.
I bet Oprah's name was probably mentioned hundreds of thousands.
A couple times. Yeah.
Just a couple.
Next question. Which rapper influenced the title of Angie Thomas's The Hate You Give? A. Tupac Shakur. B. Common. C. Talib Kweli. I don't even know who that is. Kweli. Thank you. Thank you, Lexy. And D. Kendrick Lamar.
Classy.
Go girl.
Tupac.
Yes, and I remember because they were singing the Tupac songs and they was arguing about it in the car. Yeah.
Thug life, baby.
Damn it.
The hate you give. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, and it says Thug going down. Yeah, that was a good book, y'all. Did y'all read it?
I haven't. It's on my shelf.
Yeah, we read it for Mocha Girls. I read it. You remember reading it, Lexy?
That was before my time.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, she's gonna tell you you're old. I might as well be like,
I know. I felt that. I felt that, Lexy.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Well, it's worth the read.
I'm going to drink some more, Lexy.
Good.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, yeah. Let's take a drink. Drink. Every time somebody says something that makes someone feel old, we'll take a drink. That could be me. I'm next. I'm the next target. It gotta be. I don't know, Casey. Can we make you feel old, or what will it take? I don't know.
I know it's like we need a word, like a drinking word.
Oh my gosh, we should have thought of one.
I know.
So we'd be drunk.
I like that idea though.
Right, there's nothing wrong with that.
Now this one I think is another easy one, but we'll see. The question is, who is most famously known for their book Invisible Man? A. Richard Wright. B. W.E.B. Du Bois. C. Claude McKay. Or D. Ralph Ellison. I knew Classy. I was like, why is she not answering this question?
Ralph
Oh, you
Ellison.
raised your hand. I know you know the answer.
Yeah, it's Ralph Ellison. I actually have that book on my shelf still.
Oh, girl, it's a long man. It took me months to finish that book. It was heavy.
Yeah,
It was very heavy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I read it for a class in college.
Ooh.
I didn't read it on my own free will,
No.
so
Yeah.
there's that.
It's very heavy. This is kind of fun.
Oh, but yeah, it's real fun. Bow down, bow down. I feel you. I see you too.
You saw I was I quieted. Okay, I'll drink too, Lexy. You know, we're gonna go off subject, but have you guys ever noticed like these cups when they have the words on it are kind of made for people who are left-handed? Like if I'm showing you this and I have the word, the same with my what's her name? The lady who does these. Let me see her name. Ray Dunn. So like when you hold the handle, so if I'm like showing you a picture, I have to hold it in my left hand because with me being right-handed, you can't see the words. I know.
Well, that's right, because they'll be facing you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I know. That's what happens when you drink.
I didn't know you were into the Ray Dunn stuff. I've been thinking about getting some, but I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to be that girl. I have all the Ray Dunn stuff.
I had a few things, and then it started getting really like over the top. So, yeah. But yeah, I did notice.
Who owns Ray Dunn? Raise your hand. Who else has it? Somebody.
No.
Casey, no. Lexy, no. Oh.
Yes, I got a drink.
Oh no.
I'm old and by myself in this group.
No, look, at least I know what Ray Dunn stuff is, and I was gonna buy it. I was gonna buy it, so there's that.
You and me will never part.
Okay, next question. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, so what is the title of Sister Soldier's debut novel? A. I know you know it, Classy. Okay, A, the coldest winter ever. B, Fly Girl. C, True to the Game. Or D, Sister Sister. Come on, Classy, give it up. I know you know. Come on. Casey, you want to guess? Lexy?
D.
D? No, that's Omar Tyree.
I know the author of every one you mentioned, but it's coldest winter ever.
Yes. I got that on my shelf too. Ooh, Lord, these cards were made for our age range.
Yeah, that book on my shelf, the spine on that thing is gone. Yeah. I don't even have the cover, the whatever they call that, the sleeve, is that? No, yeah, it's gone. Because I let people borrow it because it was like, to read this. But now when I think about it, it's like, I really like this.
I won't go back and read it because honestly, I feel like it's one of those things that won't hold up after, I've grown so much and read so much.
Yeah, you pick it apart.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
but back in the day when I was reading a lot of street lit, street fiction, I was like all about that. And that was a long time ago, like 20 years ago or something.
I would probably rip that apart right about now.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, let me just leave that in the memory as something I enjoyed back then. Because
put it in the vault.
I don't know if it would fly.
Put it in the vault.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, same as a few of those other books on that list. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I know. Especially true to the game. Okay.
Girl. Right. All right. Next question. Which of these books features the characters Zieli, Amari, and Inan? A, the poet X. B, Benti. C, Children of Blood and Bone. Or D, Kindred. I think I mispronounced the last name. If I can think of the audiobook pronunciation, I would probably say it different, but
nobody?
Zieli, Amari.
Nobody?
Come on, y'all. Oh, God.
Bueller.
If it was a picture book, I know the answer.
Classy.
Okay, Classy.
Children of Blood and Bone.
Yep. Yep. I feel like we read it around the same time or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a Mocha Girls Read pick too?
Yep, it was.
Yeah.
Yep. I went to her book signing in Naperville. Very nice girl. Well, I mean, she was very excited. It was her first book, but now I'm not going to read book 2.
Why not?
I'm just saying.
I haven't.
If you check my review,
I haven't read the book yet.
I mean, it's what first off, I hated that everyone was trying to sell this book because it was the same time that Black Panther came out. So everyone was saying, if you like Black Panther, y'all will love Children of Blood and Bone. I'm like, this is nothing like Black Panther. The only difference is that they're in the same thing is that they're in Africa. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing else similar between that movie or comic book and this book. But, they were trying to play off of the popularity of Black Panther.
Yeah. And she sold lots of books based on that too. More power to you, sister. More power to you.
Yeah. That's good marketing. So whoever her publisher is, they jumped on the right marketing thing.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, I hate French stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just because I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna pick a different card. I took Spanish, not French.
Where did you travel abroad or didn't you study abroad? Where did you go?
I went to Germany. So I spent I've been to Germany a couple times since then, but the summer before my senior year, I spent the whole summer in Germany. And I learned a little bit of German, but I didn't have to learn too much or try too hard because my host sister was the same age as me. And she lived in Michigan, surprisingly, for a year before I met her. So her English was very good. And she just kind of helped me out everywhere we went. So I was very spoiled. I was very lucky.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have had a horrible time. But let me tell you stories from that another day. I got stories, man. 16 and 17-year-olds in Germany without a lot of supervision.
Yeah, and I was going to say, a lot of things are legal over in Germany, too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. You're allowed to drink at 16, 15, and 16 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went to barn parties, and I got stories for days.
Sounds like a
we went to clubs.
Sounds like another podcast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's a Patreon podcast. Special Patreon only. Members only podcast.
Secrets revealed.
Yes.
That's one of those, is it Truth or Dare kind of? Or what do they call those? Yeah.
Yeah, it might have to be like Truth or Dare or something. I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe it could turn into a Never Have I Ever.
Yeah, that's it.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. I have to think about that.
Who did the most bad stuff when they were teenagers? Let's find out. Join Patreon and find out. Okay. All right, next question. What was the best-selling book in the USA in 2018? Was it A, Barracoon, B, The Poet X, C, Becoming, or D, An American Marriage?
Ooh.
Lexy, was it C?
Lexy, yes, it was C. It was Becoming. Lexy gets on the board, man. Lexy is on the board.
Lexy.
Yes.
Drinks.
Yes, that deserves a drink. Let's drink.
Lexy on the board.
Yes. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, we're gonna try it anyway.
Yeah, you'll know this. I believe in you.
Alex Haley's Roots was made into a TV series that debuted to how many viewers in 1977? Ooh. Okay, so this is why it's hard. Was it 120 million? B, 130 million? C, 140 million? Or D, 150 million viewers?
Man, what's the lady's name of this game? I'm like, come on. I said, what's the lady's name? I'll be like, oh, lady. I'm just going to give us like 10.
Lexy,
what is it?
C?
But you're close. Casey, what's the answer?
Is it B?
It is B. 130 million viewers tuned in to watch Roots in 1977. That's pretty impressive.
You were probably too young.
I wasn't born.
Oh, stop.
I wasn't born.
I don't like
it.
All
right. Lexy.
Hold on. I'm feeling old.
Look.
Look. Sorry, guys. I don't get to say that very often. I'm so old. I don't get to say I wasn't born very often. I got to pull it out when I can use it.
I have no sympathy for you, ma'am. None. Lexy. Cheers. You got any left?
Cheers.
Lexy?
Oh.
I might have to need a refill.
I'm going to need a refill.
That's right. Drink up, Tamara.
Oh. Look, I've been taking advantage. The older I get, I'm like, oh, I was not around.
I just remember being mad as hell in school the next day for a whole week.
Me too.
Yeah. Lexy, you and I could talk. Them two?
Yeah.
But you know what? When I did see it,
and when
in the 90s. I don't know. Late 80s, early 90s. I don't know.
Lexy, I'm just gonna talk to you, Lexy.
I'm right. Right. What's up, Mama?
Baby girl, it was rough, and I was a little girl, and it was rough, real rough.
It was rough because the way they chose to speak about it wasn't really about the topics. They were so far disconnected from the story that it was not something you wanted to discuss.
No,
at all.
No.
It's rough. I mean, that movie was rough, honestly.
It was very rough.
Learned a lot, though.
Yeah. We'll agree.
You know, there are actually people older, that haven't even seen that movie. like, I remember Kevin telling me one of his friends, they were talking about, one of those scenes at work, and one of his coworkers was like, "Oh, I never seen that movie." Like, what?
Yeah.
Should be required watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or reading.
I know my
reading.
daughter had to watch it in African American history, and she said it was hard, after being in class and then going in the hallway, to passing period with her classmates, and you just heard Kunta or just saw Kunta getting whipped. She said it was tough.
Lord. Ugh.
Yeah.
I bet it was.
All right. Now I'm getting hot.
I know.
Go get a fan.
I thought it was me.
Woo, Jesus.
You need a fan, Classy?
I need a church lady fan in a hot minute here.
A church lady fan?
Yes.
I need to get these cards out the box and start fanning myself.
I'm going to have to go back in the other room and get my church lady fan. All right.
Church lady fan. Oh.
I forgot. You guys might not know what that means. Should I walk away and bring one? Casey, do you know what that is?
I know what it is.
Does yours have the wooden stick? Does yours have the wooden stick on it?
No, I got a little fancier. Mine's expands.
Oh,
she
nice.
is fancy.
Because the wooden stick church lady fans were my grandmother's fans, and I'd be like, "Can I see that fan, please?"
Yeah, and it would usually be from the funeral home.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're great.
Like,
no, you're great. You should bring it out sometime.
Ooh, I'm glistening.
Okay, next question. Who was the first woman of color to receive the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in 1983? A. Maya Angelou, B. Octavia Butler, C. Toni Morrison, or D. Alice Walker?
Were you guys alive? I mean,
were they a thought in their mother's mind? Were they in the? Okay, I won't say that. I was just. I almost went to the romance erotica there, and then I was like, were they in the nut?
Nope.
And then I stopped.
Oh Lord! Okay, look.
That's what happens with.
Oh my gosh!
I'll take a guess.
Okay, what's your guess?
83. No, because I wasn't even. No. Shit. Toni Morrison. Ooh. Okay.
I mean, I can just tell you guys because we're past 30 seconds. You want to know?
No, make them guess. We need points.
Okay. What's your guess, Lexy?
I'm gonna go with A. E. F.
G.
Q.
Somebody drunk.
All of the above.
Somebody is drunk. Did I hear Q?
Casey, what's your guess? Get a chance at a point. What's your guess?
Alice Walker.
Yep. I'm like, you got a 50 chance at this point. It was Alice Walker.
Color Purple,
right?
I was like, I thought that was too early, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was The Color Purple. But I think I saw it later, so that's why I was basing it upon my timeline.
All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, this is another one to my early 90s reading. Okay, see, I just gave y'all a hint. What is the pseudonym of Christina LaFern Roberts, author of erotic fiction novels, best known for her novel Addicted? A. Zane. B. Classy.
Zane.
Yep. Did y'all read Zane ever? Either one of you?
No.
Oh my God. Okay, first off, Casey, you love erotica.
Okay,
Get on it.
I'll go read it.
Oh, it's erotica. You got my attention.
Yeah.
You'll probably
It's like Addicted.
She'll rip it apart.
Why?
Yeah. Well, but back then, when I thought it was spicy.
Man.
It was very spicy.
Zane was like what's the 50 Shades of Grey? I'm drunk,
E.L.
y'all.
James.
I'm just going to tell y'all that now. Hold on. I got a disclaimer. I'm drunk. But anyway.
Okay.
But Zane was like the E.L. James of that time. Am I right, Tamara? Would you?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like literary gold, but I mean, it was.
She didn't have a lot of
hot garbage that you thought was spicy, and you want to keep reading.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of plot. It was a lot of bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. Sorry, y'all.
She said,
yeah.
Like Addicted was about this woman who was like a sex addict, basically.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah. But yeah, she was, like a lot of times when you hear people talk about 50 Shades of Grey, especially in the Black community, they'll say, oh God, that's Zane. But Zane didn't have a plot. She didn't have character development. It was more just sex and bang to me. I don't know about you, Tamara. What did you think?
Well, I do remember a plot for Addicted specifically, but there were some others that I read that really didn't have a plot. It was just about the sex.
Yeah. I found a lot of holes in
if
Addicted.
There were.
Yeah.
There were holes. And they attempted, Tyler Perry attempted to make a movie. And don't get me going on that. Don't get me going.
He should have left that alone. He really should have.
He should have.
Yeah. He shouldn't have touched that.
Because that was a hashtag fail, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really was.
But who else is mentioned on this card is someone else who I used to read a lot in that time frame. Elin Harris. Did you guys read Elin Harris?
Mm-mm.
No? Classy, you did? Oh, yes. Okay, look, yes. Virtual high fives.
Me and you will never part, my da.
Oh my God. I swear to God, I love me some Elin Harris until I met him in person.
Wow.
But let me say that story for Patreon.
See? Okay, look now. Okay, can we just say right here that this little quadrant that we had, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, quadrant. We need to do a Patreon because you have brought up some very interesting things that I need to find out. See what
happens when I drink? Yeah, I drink vodka tonic and my lips start moving.
Say loose lips, ma'am. Loose lips. We need to find out some things about Elin Harris and why your view has changed.
Mm-hmm. We could just say for an after show, record it right now,
Hold on. Let me go back. But can we rewind a little bit, Tamara?
Uh-huh.
Do you have like some, let's say, when we first met, Tamara, we met at Book Expo in Chicago. And we met in line with Terry McMillan. And we told flashback stories of, just when you think, oh, this is such a good author. And you're like, you would hear that. I got a background story. Yeah, you told me your background story. Just when you think, oh, she's such a nice author. And so-and-so is a nice author. And then you hear the background story. You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think.
Why are you dangling all these teasers?
I know. We need to film this after show right now.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always surprising though. You think like some of these authors really put on a good public front. They really do.
Yeah.
Just like the actors and everybody else in the, public, when they're a public facing person, but they are not always.
And I mean, you're human just like everybody else and they have issues. But yeah, I'll never forget the first time I met Tamara in line waiting to get a book signed by Terry McMillan. We had a good exchange there. I learned a lot.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. All right. I digress.
And look, I didn't even have any vodka, so I think I was just comfortable with Classy. All right, next question. Often referred to as the grande dame of science fiction, this author was the recipient of multiple Hugo and Nebula Awards. A. N.K. Jemisin. B. Nnedi Okorafor. C. Samuel Delany. And D. Octavia Butler.
I think
Yeah,
Classy
I was
might
about
know
to
this
say, I
one.
think Classy knows the answer.
I'm struggling with this one. I'm struggling. Can you ask the question again? Can you repeat that, please,
Often
Alex?
referred, yes, I will do it. Often referred to as the Grand Dame of science fiction, this author was the recipient. Okay, Classy, what is it?
Grand Dame, I will give it to Octavia. Even though I think it might
You
be
got
AK, but I'm going to give it to Octavia because she is the queen.
You got it. It's her. It's Octavia Butler. And she is good.
Man,
She's good.
man. Respect. Much respect to
Yeah.
Octavia. And you know what? She just was nominated, I think was just listed on the New York Times bestseller. Yeah.
For what book?
I don't know, but you know, she's been deaf. I don't know how long, and she just made the bestseller New York Times bestseller list.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Well, it's impressive.
Man.
She's good.
She is. I mean, I just finished Parable of the Sower, and I did Parable of the Talent. And this woman says, "Make America Great Again." Can you believe? I can't even. When I heard
that,
yes, it was chilling when I read this. It was chilling. God. It was so prophetic. I can't even explain it to you guys. I really can't. That she said, "Make America Great," and she talked about the presidency, and she basically prophesied Donald Trump.
Oh God,
girl! Oh my God!
Yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
That gives me chills.
Yeah, it does. It really does. When you listen to this book, I think it's Parable of the Talents when she mentions, you know, that the president who is, you know, trying to transition and bring everyone into his fold, and his moniker was "Make America Great Again." Just like, whoa. And this book was written, I can't remember when it was written, but it wasn't written in 2020 or 2016, you know, during his time. You just like, OMG.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I and whoever is a Audible listener, I hit that rewind button so many times because it was like, I know I just didn't read. I know I just didn't hear her say that. But yeah. So yes.
Oh man, that's creepy.
Yeah, it was. It was so surreal.
That is so creepy, and especially since, like, okay, this is like having to do with that, but kind of not. So we're not going to get all political. But my sister literally just told me via text that she thought that our current president was the Antichrist. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, it feels like believe that.
Well, it's so funny that they said Obama was the Antichrist back in.
They did, but it wasn't him. It wasn't Obama.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, just think about the world's on, you know, California's on fire. I mean, things are happening. I'm just saying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It does. It does. It's like you don't want to say it. You know how they say you speak the things that are not as if they were. And it's like you don't want to say that because you don't want it to manifest. And it's scary. It's so scary. Yeah. All right.
Lord,
politics.
Okay, we need a drink.
I'm pouring my drink right now.
Can I get a refill?
Lexy, you want to get your refill? We will wait for you.
Can I get a refill?
Okay, get your refill.
You see my El Verna version?
I have my beautiful bottle just like right next to me, ready to pour.
Ooh, wait.
Awesome.
Casey, what was that?
It's rum. Bacardi dragonberry flavored rum. And I just have it like 6 inches away from me, so I can make a new drink.
See, I was thinking dark rum when you said your pink. Is it pink lemonade? Yeah, I was thinking dark rum, and I'm like, I never even thought to do dark rum with pink lemonade.
I mean, that might be pretty good. We'll have to try it sometime.
But yeah, I'll have to try the other rum. with Pink Lemonade.
Oh yeah, everyone. Our links for social media are below in the show notes since we didn't announce them. If you want to reach out, they'll be down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, also, okay. So next question. This is question 20. We've done 20. This is 20.
Really?
Yes.
Classy already knows.
Who was the 2018-2019 National Ambassador for Young People's Literature? Was it A, Jason Reynolds, B, Walter Dean Myers, C, Renee Watson, or D, Jacqueline Woodson?
Ooh.
Casey.
Ooh, Casey has
Okay.
an answer.
Casey got a guess. What is it, Casey?
Is it Jason Reynolds?
It is not.
Oh.
Classy, what's your guess?
Jacqueline.
Yes, it is Jacqueline Woodson. It is Jacqueline Woodson. I read something recently by her. What was it? I can't remember.
Red at the Bone?
What is it?
Red at the Bone? Red
No,
at the Bone?
well, it was something else. It was it had to do with two girls who lived in, what city was that? Oh, I gotta look it up. It was for one of my book clubs. And it was good too.
Jacqueline is a good author. But she was like the ambassador. Yeah, she was the ambassador. And I think she was the ambassador at the last BEA that we didn't attend for that. But yeah, she is. She did Brown Girl Reading. She did a few other ones. But yeah, she's a phenomenal writer. And Jason Reynolds, Casey, Chef's Kiss, baby.
I met him. I think it was 2018. Maybe it was 2017. But he's just the nicest guy.
What's he known for?
He is. He's known for the track series with Patina, Lou, Ghost, middle-aged writer who I mentioned earlier, who had kind of talked about. He did the Stamp series. Well, not series, but the book called Stamps, where he translated basically Zende Abraham's book into a middle grade book about racism and the history of racism. So he is. I would say, like, out of all the authors that I've met, granted, I know everybody can put on a persona, that he is probably one of the most genuine authors, would you say?
That's how I felt meeting him. Very genuine, very sweet.
Yeah, even like with the kids that were at the book store, he kind of he just came off as really genuine. Even when they asked serious questions, he answered them as genuine and wholeheartedly. He didn't hold back. He was really honest with them. Even, there were some white students that were in the classroom that was in the bookstore that kind of, asked some questions that they didn't understand regarding racism. And he was bluntly honest with them.
Oh, okay.
And he basically told them, I'm going to be honest with you, and you may not get it, but this is from my perspective as a Black man. So I enjoyed his author visit. I think I went to, I can't remember the bookstore, but he was very genuine.
Oh, that's nice. I finally sorted out what Jacqueline Woodson book I read. It was another Brooklyn. That was for one of my book clubs. I read it like 2018. So it wasn't a recent read, but I just remember enjoying it.
And she's a come on, classy, LGBTQIA. Yeah, she's good. Author, yeah.
Actually, I probably should read Red at the Bone. Did you read that? Did you like it, Classy?
I did. It was it wasn't tough, but it kind of got to the core of things. A lot of people, if you don't, how would I say it? If you don't get like Black culture, you may not understand the book, because I think it was like listed as a Booker Award, but on the short list, and a lot of people who were judging that book didn't understand it, and I think it was because of the cultural aspect of it. but I truly enjoyed it. I truly did. And Brown Girl Reading was awesome.
Okay.
Because she wrote it in prose. So yeah.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I'd have a hard time sometimes with that.
I know, kind of right, because we did Poet X,
yeah,
and it was kind of tough, but she did. I thought she did a great. That was probably one of my first books that I read in prose, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah. I will take that, and I will remember that for when I want something unique like that to read. Something easy. Because I did like the Poet X. I did enjoy it. I had no issues with it, so that surprised me.
Did anybody else read the Poet X? Anybody else?
No, you guys didn't. Oh, it's good. Oh,
I think that was Tamara, you thought that was a good coming of age?
Yeah, that was, I think, that was either our first or second buddy read. Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Oliver was our first, and I think Poet X was our second.
Yeah, that was before we dived head first into thriller. We were trying to sort out what we wanted to do.
Right.
So
it was a good book.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm going to stop torturing you guys with the questions. Because clearly, Classy won.
Yes.
Clearly.
She is queen. She knows all.
Yes, she is.
Bow down.
Let me get my I don't have a crown.
Oh, no.
Yes, she was, you did exceptional, Classy. You know all the stuff when it comes to Black fiction, girlfriend. You know all the things.
And you know what? Can I give a acceptance speech?
Sure.
I really didn't think. I really like when you said like not look at the questions and whatever. I didn't, and I was like, oh God, what is this going to be like? I think Lexy and I had texted, and Lexy was like, I think I'm going to not do well on this, and I was thinking the same thing. Like I know some because you read a lot. And I know everybody here reads a lot, and it all becomes a blur at one point that you just read a lot.
Yeah.
But in your reading, a lot of things are intertwined. I think, Casey, as far, I'm very observant, and I was like listening and watching that there's a lot of stories that are intertwined within another story, like the romance aspect. And we did Jason Reynolds, who's a middle grade writer, but he came in, I can't remember what question it was. And then you had the poetry and all these different things. So this game is very interesting because it ties in more than just, the Black authors or the historical aspect. It's just so many things that I think as writers, not us, but as writers, when you read things, those writers drop little nuggets somewhere within their writing and you grasp it. Like I haven't read all of Phyllis Wheatley's, who was the first poet, but Jason Reynolds mentioned her in his story.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when you become as a well-read person, you do grasp all those different aspects. There was a podcast that you and Casey did on romance, and I enjoyed that podcast so much because she dropped so much knowledge about romance and the different genres and the different subgenres. And I think sometimes as a reader, we become locked in a certain genre and don't open ourselves up and begin to see there's just so many different aspects that we can give ourselves over to and become knowledgeable about.
Yeah.
So, and not to say that I'm just well read. It's just, it's like I dibble and I dabble.
Yeah.
And the older I've gotten, I refuse to just become locked in, and because I was just a big mystery reader. Then I kind of grasped over to romance, and I met that's how I met Casey and you. Well, I met you, but I met Casey through you at
KissCon in Chicago.
Yes, KissCon, Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you don't think romance, but there's so many different subgenres in romance, the historical, you know, and I think when you become that well-read person, and not just a well-read Black person, it opens your mind.
It does.
Yes.
Because I think, you know, it's like when you look at my Goodreads or something, there's a little bit of everything. It's like the only thing you really don't see that much, you'll see a couple here and there is historical. I don't really mess with that too much, but every once in a while for book club I will do it for the sake of book club. So I mean, I read nonfiction, I read fiction, I read, you know, some romance, all the little subgenres, thriller, mystery. Classy and Casey, we all kind of YA, adult, we're all over the board.
Yep. Yeah.
What about you, Lexy? How do you do a little bit of that jumping around too, or do you have a favorite?
Yeah. Sometimes I get trapped in the YA world, or dystopian, because it's a good escape. But I'm finding that I enjoy reading different things, especially at this time. I try to get out of a routine because there is no routine, you know, not right now. So dabbling is really the way to go.
And you learn so much. I think that's what I've figured out from dabbling and listening to podcasts and opening up my mind to different books, that I just seem to just learn more, and I love learning.
Yeah.
Regardless of what avenue or whatever, even if it's just a tidbit, you know, like I was saying, the Phyllis Wheatley, just that little bit that I learned about her. And I mean, granted, I answered the question, but just to, you know, granted, she was the first Black poet, but then to learn, you know, she was adopted by white people who, you know, here's an intelligent poet, and they tried to lump her under. She was only intelligent because she was, you know, adopted by a white family. And, you know, in YA, I did read middle grade YA, but I like YA too. Dystopian, I'm getting into it. But you always, I think whenever I open a book, my mind is open to learning something.
That's the best reason to read.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah. This was so much fun.
This was amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, ladies, for joining me on this journey.
How do you do that? Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
I needed this, you guys. I needed the break. Yeah.
Definitely. Yes. Next time we'll ask you questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's plenty of cards in that stack, man.
I know. We only cracked the surface of the cards.
Right. This is like part 1.
Follow on Patreon and you might get a part 2.
I'm just saying.
And all the dirty secrets that we want to air.
And all the dirty secrets, yes. And actually, I think that would be something I will actually do. And we can tell our secrets, like maybe for a holiday special or something. That could be fun.
I'm game.
All right. You heard it here first.
I'm AARP, so I don't have much to
do. Well, good thing is, you know, our Patreon friends are our friends, so it's judgment-free zone. Judgment-free.
And at this point, I really don't give a...
Girl, yes! I don't give a bleep. No, it's Case. I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm talking about, Tamara. That's what I'm talking about, Case.
Yes.
That's right. Freedom.
Yes.
Freedom.
Girl, you know it. All right, guys. Yeah. So it has been a blast. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. Please get at us on social media. Join the Facebook group Shelf Addiction Official. Join us over on Patreon, and you guys can see even more stuff like this. And
that's right, because Lexy was acting up tonight.
I didn't do nothing.
Like, I didn't do nothing. You're awesome, Lexy. You're awesome. I love it. So I will catch you guys on the next episode. And until then, happy reading. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode and would like to show your support, there are a few things you can do. Head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a positive 5-star review, or like this episode on your favorite podcast player. It seems so simple, but it really helps me out. You can share this podcast with other book nerd friends or on your favorite social media space. You can also join the Shelf Addiction Patreon family. For as little as $2 a month, you will help us produce even more awesome content for your ears. You can also consider joining the Shelf Addiction Official Facebook group, where we talk all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction Podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. You can also reach us via email at info@shelfaddiction.com. Thank you for listening.